Hey guys, and welcome back to episode 38 of TerraFirmaPunk. So we're here on Grimcore's TFPunk'd server. Just been doing bits and pieces. I wanted to cut in because I've been itching to check on these ender bees. I haven't actually had a chance to have a look at them yet, so I kind of want to do that on camera. This could be the end. Well, pun unintentional for once. Okay. No, I can do. We don't need those. Definitely don't need those. We got pollen coming out of the ears at the moment. 2 ender princesses. Okay, let's just go and grab our Beavelguy. And let's see what stats these have. So I doubt they're gonna be like purebred. Where did I put the stinking thing? There we go, Beavelguy. Okay. So we kind of have to see what the damage is. Oh, no, that is purebred. That's purebred. Okay. And you? Oh, that is amazing. That means that now there's no risk of us actually losing these. We just need to try and breed some better stats into them. Well, there is actually still a risk, because if we're only going to get 1 drone, we've got to really hope that... like, I don't even care about the ends effect to start with. I just want more drones so that we're safe. We have a buffer. And then the rest of it I can kind of slowly breed into it from the industrial ones. So I'm going to get them going again. And we've got a few plans for today. There's going to be a few bits I need to do off camera. I just wanted to cut in and do this section first because I wanted to check on these bees. Was that... Propolis just went flying. Is this going to hurt us? Too hot? Huh? Well, that's a new one. Just 1 second, let me just check at this. Doesn't say anything about the temperature. Temperature cold to none, normal none. Well, where the heck did it get that stat from? That is weird. Okay, we're gonna have to leave it in there and see if it slowly starts making progress. Maybe at nighttime when the temperature drops down. What is it at the moment? 4.5. We're in spring now. Maybe we need to do this one in the winter. Well, we'll worry about that later. Anyways, as I was saying before I got distracted again, we got a bunch of things to do this episode. It's going to be kind of an episode of planning for the future, but I also want to kind of mess around with Pistronics mods. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is work on some upgrades for these storage drawers. We're getting tons and tons of metal now, but we're getting so much of it that it's overflowing out of these. Some of these are taking more than one. I want to get some upgrades for them. So the upgrade we're going to be doing, because I looked at this the other day, and I used to think we'd have to make tons and tons of this gilded iron to make these tier 3 upgrades. But if you look at the tier 4, which gives us 5 times storage instead of 3, there's a recipe for this. I don't know if this is new or if I just never noticed it before. All we need are carbon rods, which are easy. We can very, very easily make those. And carbide ingots. Now, these are a bit harder. Well, I wouldn't call them hard. You need high carbon black steel. And for every high carbon black steel, you get 8 carbide ingots. Now, the annoying thing is that this is high carbon black steel. We already have a bunch of actual black steel sitting over here. So that's the part I'm going to do off camera. I need to basically do a bunch of ore processing and make the high carbon black steel instead of the black steel. But the main bulk of the episode, I think, is going to be us working on getting this door done. I want to get this area sealed off. I'm planning on doing some serious building on this place because it's starting to look like an absolute mess. It's kind of lost its shape and definition. So I'm going to be reworking it a little bit or adding some more. And I'm also planning to get some spawners over and build a big spawn chamber underneath here, which is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be a lot easier if I do it before I put a roof on this thing. Ages ago, Oracle suggested I do some kind of like sphere over the top. Taking inspiration for that, I think what I'm actually going to do is just like a big dome or observatory on top of here, maybe with a big sort of telescope sticking out the top. I think that might be kind of cool. And it gives us a big flat area to put our storage area. So I need to get started with Pistronics. Now we've got kind of a head start on that. In here, I believe, we have got our, where is it? There you go, Book of Gears. We've got this thing. This will help us out. But I've been messing around in creative, and I think I'm also going to need the saw. Where is it? Pistronic. We're going to need this thing to help us get some of the parts. Because, like, there's a recipe for this extension, for example. There we go. Using a rod and some lumber. But if we want to make extension parts, there's no recipe for it. You'd have to have oak wood slabs, and there's no way of getting these. So you have to get them by breaking them down from the bigger piece. And to do that, you need the saw. But you'll notice this requires vanilla iron and a bunch of these rods. Which, yeah, you can't do that recipe again because you can't get oak wood planks. We need to do this one, which means instead of getting 6 rods for every piece of iron, we get 1 rod for every piece of iron, but at least this is craftable. So, yeah. In fact, let's do that. I've got some wood over here, and I'm pretty sure we got a bunch of iron ready now. So, oops, wrong button. Let's just do one of these for now. I'm going to need to make a whole bunch of them. Get these, stack of hickory lumber, planks, whatever. And then it's, what, going to be 16 iron, I think, to go with those? Just to get us started. So where is our iron? Is it the top one? Wrought iron ingot. Yeah, I think that's this one. Yeah, there we go. So we can get... Oh, no, we do actually get more than one. Oh, phew. Okay, well, that's awesome. I'm still going to make these because I need absolutely tons of them. I don't care about the iron investment. That's amazing. Well, let's see if this just works then. So we needed a couple of sticks. It does say Minecraft sticks. I can get those. I might even have some in here somewhere. Was that in my vanilla chest, maybe? Otherwise, I'm going to have to make a trip over to... Oh, no, there we go. Got 2. Over to the witch farm, because you get vanilla sticks from those. What was it? 2 with 2 iron. And 2 rods. Yeah, it does work. Okay, you don't need to convert it. It doesn't show that it's ore dictionaried, but it actually is. That's great. I've got this. Now... Remove stuff from rods, extension machines, and statues. Is it worth us making one of these? I might anyway, just so we have the tool. There are a few things I'm going to be doing which involve applying stuff to blocks, so let's get this made. Edit the details and statues. We're not going to be making statues just... Yeah, I don't think it's craftable. I'd need to look into how to make that. Rotate any single block. Iron gear or bronze gear. These are actually even more expensive. You need like slime-based... Oh, that's actually a new recipe, I think, too. Slime-based rubber, treated sticks. We can easily make these. But I don't know if I'm actually going to need it. Maybe I'll do that off camera because it's going to take some messing around. But I also need to craft... Where is it? The mechanic rotator. I need... 4 of these. Is there a better recipe? I think this one's better because it doesn't require 2 pistons. Those are pretty difficult to make in this pack. So I'm going to get these going. I'm going to make a bunch of... Well, I've got the rods. I'm going to try and make a bunch of these extensions here as well. And I'll come back... And in fact, this is going to be a long cut because I'm going to try and make up that high carbon black steel, and then hopefully without having to keep cutting, I can make up the extra storage for those things. So I guess I will see you guys in a while. I came up here to the pigman farm just because I needed to reforge my pickaxe, and I just made like 60 black bronze. I was like, you know what, I need a break. I want to do something different. So I enchanted this pickaxe. I got Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 4. I'm pretty happy with that. Just need to do this red steel scythe now. Let's see. Fortune 3, that's much better. I was really sick of having Silk Touch on it before. It had taken hardly any damage, but like my forestry bag was filling up with leaves every time I went to harvest trees, and it was kind of putting me off tree farming. But while I'm up here, I wanted to talk about a couple of upgrades. You may have noticed it's changed slightly. The most noticeable one is probably this. Grim, I think it was Grim, has upgraded our little storage here. This is what I wanted to do eventually, and he's done it for us, because honestly, I don't know if I would ever have gotten around to it. But you could just, I think, you just right-click on here. Yeah, and all the stuff that can go into these connected drawers automatically gets placed in there. So that's pretty cool. I just added a pool of fresh water here, so you can refill your water sack if you're AFK for a long time. And Grim also did this a little while ago. He added this little compartment on the front, so when the pigmen drop down, they actually push themselves into this little section here, and it removes that problem we were having with them jumping up and down. So that was actually really good. It's a really good idea, actually. I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, just wanted to pop in and show you guys this stuff. I'm just going to keep killing these, get some more XP, and get back to metal processing. Okay, I think we're just about ready to start making these upgrades at least. So these tier 4 upgrades, which give us 5 times the base value storage, it's going to be pretty handy. I made a bunch of the carbon rods. I didn't realize that they don't stack. I just spent some time over in the coal farm, the red cap farm, got these, but yeah, I couldn't make them all there because they took up all my inventory space. So I brought some back. We got some loaded in there already. To make those, you can't use the Minecraft coal, apparently. You have to use the TFC coal, so I just converted a stack. You literally just recraft it in your crafting grid, and you get a stack of, well, it converts straight to the TFC version. And then just combine that with, hold on, where is it? I'll show you in here. Combine that with your knife, and you get your carbon rods. So we need a bunch of this carbide as well. That's made in the rolling machine, apparently. Tungsten? Yeah, we don't have tungsten. I was like, what, is there a brass version of this? No, there isn't. Okay, high carbon with coal. So we got that there. Let's take, I don't know, like a couple stacks of this for now. Oh, right, whoops. Rolling machine. How much are we going to be able to make here? Another 4. Let that do its thing. It is so nice having a stable power supply. Just the difference, I don't have to wait every time I want to craft something to wait for the boilers to power up. But it means our steam power system is kind of obsolete now. And I don't know, I'm not too sad about that. I think we got some good use out of it. It's done us pretty well. You know, all this crafting we've been doing with the carpenters and stuff, it's been actually pretty good. But I might rip all that stuff out now and use that space for something else. This is going to be part of our building episodes, I think, that are coming in the near future. I want to build this up, kind of finish the structure with this top layer on top. Decide where I want to put all of our ore processing machinery, and we may or may not plan for the magnetic craft stuff, and I know there's another mod coming, which I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about yet, which is going to be the next tier of processing stuff. We might leave some space for that. I haven't really decided yet. Oh, make the last batch. I like this rolling machine. Nice and quick. It's how we want it. Okay, so we got carbide. Let's see if we can do this. It's in the corners, this stuff. And then you like so. We need some sand. Sand, thankfully, now is actually pretty easy to produce. I'm kind of working through all the TFC stuff we have, but it's quite easy to actually produce the vanilla sand in the immersive engineering crusher. Ooh, get in. Apparently doorways are hard even when there's no door there. Stick that in. And we're going to need a whole bunch more of these, aren't we? Tell you what, let's put you in here. I kind of want to make a lot of these. I think we only need like a handful of them at the moment, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I really need to make a luggage. Everyone is making those luggages, and they look so handy for keeping all your tools and stuff in. I might actually do that in the very near future. let's have a look now. Landstrider showed a pretty simple way of upgrading it to the next tier luggage, so I'll definitely be doing that. Okay, some food. Now, in what we can do with these, is it right click or, yeah, right click gives it a 1 tier of upgrade. And I think if we actually open the inventory, which is shift right click, yeah, I think we can actually add more, and yeah, we can. So we can have just tons and tons of space. I might actually just sit and make a whole bunch of these since we've got the high carbon black steel, and get this organized. And then we are going to start on building our gate, which I'm a little bit nervous about because it's going to take so many resources. But I will sort this out and I'll be right with you guys. Okay, yeah, I've got all these like upgraded now, fully upgraded with these storage upgrade 4s. And just for kicks, I made one of these status upgrade 2s to show me how full these are. And this leads me to believe that I may have overdone the storage upgrades slightly. I don't know if you guys can see this, but we've got this little sliver of red. So we've got plenty of space left in those, but it's fine. I'll probably need more of these eventually anyway, and I'll spread them out once I get the storage room built, which I'm planning to do in the semi-near future. I really want to have logistics pipes first, which means we need like a laser table and all that kind of stuff. But that's going to be part of what we're building, like I said, when we do the next floor up. And I've started trying to kind of lay out the Pistronic stuff and figure out how it works. So, I mean, we're more or less just going to be doing... You need 2 of these rotators. As you put a redstone signal, they only rotate one way. And in fact, I could probably go get a button. 1 sec. If I, oh, bit of lag. In fact, let's do we have anything in our redstone? Because I need to decide whether I want a wood or a stone button. I know, difficult. I suppose we could even do a carpenter's one actually. But yeah, you flick the lever and it goes one direction. But if you try and do it again, it keeps trying to go in the same direction. So like you have to. Ugh, just out of reach, it's annoying. Power the other one to turn it back again. So we're going to be trying a few things to get that work. I kind of wanted to get the placement sorted first, and then I'll try and work out the redstone for this. You can do redstone along these parts as well, so I think we're actually going to be taking advantage of that to try and keep this compact, or relatively compact anyway. Yeah, I'll figure something out. But yeah, you basically get your rotators, then you get your rods, and you connect them all up. Like so. And then you need to get some rod parts and stuff. Like, if you do a normal rod, say like this one, right? It goes both sides. We don't need that. Break that down. You can cut them down and get your components as well, or just craft them straight into the rod parts. And same thing with these extensions. To get these extension parts, you kind of have to, because that's going to include the rod on the back. So like with here, if I do this and this, you can't do it because it's trying to put a rod and a rod on top of like the face. So you need to kind of take your saw, break it down a little bit, and then replace your extension parts on the front. And this is kind of the look we're going to be going for, just having I'm out of parts already. This is what I mean. It's going to be expensive. Have like a big door at each side, and I want them all to kind of open outwards together. I could do one giant one, but I think it'd look better, even if it's going to be a lot more difficult, to have like the 2 halves swinging open and closed. And then we'll kind of build up and around it. Yeah, so I've got a lot of kind of fiddling around to do here. I'm going to try and work on this a bit, and then I'll cut back in and show you guys what it looks like, and then I'll cut again and work out the redstone. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, maybe not much to look at the moment, but I think it's kind of in place. Like, big sort of door here, and then if we open these up... Oops, why aren't you working? Is it this way? Okay. That's going to be really, really difficult, the fact that I have to do that one and that one together. I am not entirely sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll figure something out. I didn't get this far in creative. I just wanted to figure out how this stuff plays together. I kind of wish I'd spent more time there now. But yeah, they open up like this. Yeah, and then so obviously you can run back in and out, and then I want them to close again once you've done that. Oh, okay, it's going to be the bottom again. This is going to be part of the challenge, I think, is figuring out, you know, which buttons do I press? Where's the thingy? Well, you get the idea. There's the things under there. I need to, like, hit that again. Is it this one? Possibly. Oh, can't even see it now. Yeah, there we go. It'll close again. So yeah, I thought I'd show this before I completely lose my patience with it and have to start all over again, but I'm sure it won't come to that. I'm gonna spend a bit of time trying to figure out the redstone for this now, and I will hopefully be able to come back and show you guys the finished product. Okay, just checking in because I'm losing my freaking mind trying to work with this thing. It's been so long since I've worked with redstone. Oh, little bits of redstone dust everywhere. I think I've kind of got one side of this working though, so like if I walk on this pressure plate, that opens, walking across it again, closes it. And of course we've got to be able to do it from the outside as well. I need to clean this up too, some of this is unnecessary. Yeah, hit that and it should open and close as well. And the way this kind of works is redstone signal, right, travels through into, can we get through here? This block, and that's what powers this rotator here. Why have I got... Oh yeah, okay, that's why. So from that side, it comes along, goes into this block from the repeater, powers the rotator. And from this side, obviously it powers this piece of redstone, which powers this block, which powers that rotator. But then to close it, we need to get the signal up. So whether the signal is coming from over there, redstone pushes it into this block, or from here, this piece of redstone is triggered. Redstone goes into this extension part. I've just applied a piece of redstone to it so it can input and output redstone signal. And all the way up this pipe, well, this rod, I suppose, comes... Oh, these are all unnecessary as well. I was trying to figure out ways of transmitting it through the gates, but it just doesn't work. Get rid of those. Yeah, but inside, so you can't see it. It travels up and then sideways and into this panel here, which powers this piece of redstone, which powers that block and the other rotators just behind that block there. So it triggers it again and closes it. So I've got that working. I am not an expert with redstone. I am rusty as heck. There's probably a more efficient way of doing this. Like this is all open up here. I'm going to have to find some way of covering it, which means we have to break our profile just slightly. Maybe I'll find some way of covering it that's not too bad. But my challenge now is I need to find a way of getting it across to this side and up. So you can see I've started doing it here. This won't work because this is trying to power this block here. And I'll just break this for now. Because it's running up this block, it goes straight into this block, and that's not what we want. It has to go into this extension part to be able to drag it up the top there. So I'm going to mess around with this some more and try and get it so setting on a row of pressure plates here or pushing that one button on the other side will open and close both gates. So I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, I think that's just gonna just about do it for this episode. We've got it functional, but it's not like finished yet. Like, so there's a lot of stuff here. Oh, I should have brought some bricks. I can fill this in. I've been tweaking with the setup a little bit, so I can fill that in. That won't be visible from this side. Little piece of redstone there. Maybe I can find some way of hiding it, but basically you just walk up to it. It opens, you walk outside, and you're good to go. This Minotaur is going to absolutely murder us if I don't take care of him. There we go. So yeah, I got the gate on the... Oh, I just missed two more of these. See, this is it. Run back in. Let that close behind us. I'm going to get two more of these things. No, we don't want the parts. We want 2 rods. We want 6 of these. them, take our saw. This is what I've been having to do to build this thing every time I need more parts. Get that as well. Okay, right. Run back outside. Pop those on. And you... Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's it over from the outside. You run out, push the button, and it closes again. And then obviously if you're outside and it's closed, you just push the button, it opens, and you can run in and do whatever. So I need to work on the shape of this. I think I'm going to try and make some of this camo paste. Seems relatively easy, just need some like nether wart and stuff, some dyes. I saw Maze and Mally were making paints using barrels of lime water, and it kind of multiplies your dye, so I might actually get into that as well. Seemed like a pretty good idea, even though we have tons of resources. You can never have too much. And I kind of stopped because I want to shape some of the outside of this. I want to make like a hickory frame around the outside. I was thinking maybe the doors could be a mixture of like brass and hickory or something like that. I don't know. I kind of want some input on it as well. If anyone has any ideas, I just wanted to get the mechanism done, and that's what we've done. I've figured out how to use Pistronics. I think I'm pretty comfortable with it now, so I can try and do some more projects with it as well. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.